So yesterday I moved this hive from here to here. So just 2.5 feet over and 3 feet back or so. Kind of interesting these bees are just always something to learn. But so there were some bees that never left the hive when I moved it, and I just picked it up and moved it. And you can see they're still trying to come home after they've gone out foraging here. But then some, the ones who left the hive yesterday, have figured out, oh, well, it's over here. So we've got a lot of orientation flights going on out here. So when you see them come out and do some figure eights, they're kind of zeroing in on where they're at. And then, Annie's getting after her. But you can see a few of them. There's one, kind of confused. But a lot of them coming home. Gonna have our first freezing temperatures in the next few days, so have all the feeders on. These also have feeders here. This hive on the left is probably my most populated hive, and it was a swarm that I caught late in the year, and it also produced the most honey. There's a saying that talks about if you catch a swarm in June and July, it's kind of worthless. Well, this one was caught in late May, early June, and produced the most honey and has the largest population of bees. This one I had to requeen. It was a 5-frame nuke that I had been keeping as a backup for a while, and decided to move it to a full-size hive. It was so tight I probably squished the queen, but I kept an eye on it. Caught it in time. I requeened it with a Saskatraz queen from Canada, and they're doing great. Didn't produce any honey, but requeening means they had to rebuild, and they drew out 9 frames of the super, so they were ready to produce honey, just didn't quite have enough time. And then my final one is over here, moving them all close together because this is kind of silly having to work on 4 hives that 2 of them are separated. But this is my oldest hive. This was the very first swarm I caught. I mean, it's not a swarm anymore, but it's a very populated colony as well. But I expect all of them to make it through winter. I treated for mites with Apivar from a online bee supplier. Eventually all 4 of the colonies are going to be just lined up here so that I can work on them easy. This is kind of my catch-all for winter storage for everything. I'm going to build a little table of some sort, some kind of a weatherproof table over here, just so I have something to work with, something to put tools and whatnot, and then should have them all lined up here, water close. They all come out. I don't know if we can see them. Yeah, we can see them. They all come out and go straight over the fence back to the field, so won't be pelted in the head by bees when I cross the yard. It'll be a good move, I think. But that's just my update. Later.